project 1, open cmd. Now before project 1, go to json server. In json server, we require to start the server. In json server, open cmd. In json server, we can open the cmd and we can write here json-server space -- watch. json-server space -- watch space data.json space -- port 1234. So this way the JSON server will get start. And this way the JSON server will get start. Next, after this, you will go to the project folder, open cmd in project folder, and there you will do code space dot enter. Code space dot enter. npm start. VS Code will open here, and npm start, let it happen. Okay, so in CRUD operation, you can see data is listings. In CRUD operation file, customer file, data will be listed. Those data that we have stored yesterday in JSON server file, the data will be visible. Yes, so hope everyone's server is started. Okay, now we'll go for the delete work. Delete part will work on delete part. This is book 8, book 9, JSON server. Before that, what is open? Same current itself is open twice. Okay. I will check. Okay, so come to the crud.js file. Write a function called delete. We'll write a function called delete. Write a function called delete. Const delete user. So delete user equal to right arrow key. You will write here user ID. Then you will alert the user ID. You will alert the user ID. You will alert the user ID. Next, after this, come down under the HTML part. We need to call this function delete user. Delete user function we need to call from the HTML side. There we need to pass ID as well as name, two property. Name. ID as well as name, two property will pass while calling the delete user. we have to pass the to value. We have a delete button. On click, you will call the function delete user dot bind. Delete user dot bind. Inside the bind function, you will pass customer dot id comma customer dot name. Customer dot id customer dot name. Delete user dot bind customer dot id as well as customer dot name. But before customer dot id, we have to pass all this comma customer dot id and this comma customer dot name. Add both customer id, customer name. Now let's click on delete button. See alert is coming or not. After clicking on delete button, we will check whether we are getting the alert or not. Something like this. Click on delete, alert is coming. On click of that, alert should come. Now come to the again API part. In the delete button, we have to write something where one request will go to the backend, and from the backend, data will get deleted. From the backend, data will get deleted. First URL is required. Same URL where you are posting the data, where you are fetching the data. Add this URL, and in URL you need to append in the last slash plus user ID. Slash plus user ID. Append this in the last slash plus user ID. So we added, come down below, write again post option. Post option. Content type will be header application. Method will be delete. And this function body you don't need to pass because we are not deleting anything. We are not adding anything, just deleting. So for deleting purpose, we are already passing here ID in the URL. We are already passing the ID in the URL. Okay, so hope done till here. Now we need to write a fetch function to send a request to backend based on delete method. Based on delete method, fetch function we can write here. Inside the fetch function, we'll call the URL. After that, dot then is required. Server will send you some response. Again, response.json remains same. Then you will write next dot then. server response. We can write here, again call this get customer to reload the list after deleting the record. Reload the list after deleting record. Reload the list after deleting the record. We can check now. It should delete one record. Let's come to the page. Delete anyone. Like suppose I'll try to delete Mahesh. Delete Mahesh. Refresh maybe required. Not happening. Okay, because we are calling only delete. Okay, URL, delete user. User list / user ID is okay. Post data we are not passing here, right? Post data we have to pass. Then only delete will happen. We are deleting, but we have not mentioned what type of request is it. The system is not able to understand the type of request. System is not able to understand the type of request. Check now. Delete one. Mahesh is gone. 4th, 5th, 6th, right? You can see it's getting deleted. It will go permanently from that JSON server. It will go permanently from that JSON server. Next, we require to display the message. Next, we need to display the message. Delete is happening. Also, the function also complete function, delete function. We can use this delete function. Okay, next after that, if the record is getting deleted, one message should come on the top. Particular added successfully, particular deleted successfully. So those part is pending. You have one variable called update msg. You can call that function right here. Name plus deleted successfully. Name plus deleted successfully. Name plus deleted successfully. Now we need to display that message. CRUD operation length we have displayed on the top, just below in a p tag. You can write here align equal to center msg we can print. So all message will keep printing in the browser. User will be confirmed yes what he is doing. Let's check once. Delete one. Saying CRM deleted successfully. I'll try to add one more. And we'll this is the orange. Save. Ranveer added successfully. It's coming here. Mohit. Kolkata. Product is the grapes. Is here. Okay. So we are able to add, we are able to list, and we are able to delete. Next work is we should be able to edit that record also. We should be able to edit that record also. So let us see how we can edit the record. So for editing purpose, we have to do something in CRUD file. When you click on this edit, the particular user details should appear here. Like suppose when I go and click on edit of Ranveer. When I click on edit of Ranveer. So Ranveer details should appear here. When I click on edit of this Mohit details should come here. When you click on edit of Ganesh details should come here. Okay. That is a requirement. And again, once you click on update, it should get updated in the backend. Once you click on update, it should get updated in the backend. So let's go and do the edit part. First, to write a function called edit user. Edit user equal to edit user equal to inside we required call index user index. Which user you are trying to edit? Which user you are going to edit? That index we required. And alert the index. Alert the index. Come to the next edit button. Edit button. On click of edit button, you will call the edit user dot bind, and we can call inside this comma again index. So it should give us the alert of index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, anything. Okay, hope written. Click on edit. The alert is coming 0, 1, 2, 3. So alert is coming 0, 1, 2, 3. Now based on that alert, we can display the details of a particular product in edit mode as a editable. Based on that, we can display the details of a particular product as editable. So you will come down to the function part, and already you are printing this pick name and all function we have called. We require to call this now. Pick name function. In pick name function, or I think this method will not be sufficient for you. You have seen one page where So how you want to edit? You want to edit within the same page or you want to create another page? Tell me, for the editing purpose. I can write in both the way. If you want to create edit within the same page, that is also okay. Or if you want to create the edit in different page, that is also okay. I can create both the pages, edit within the one page or edit it inside the other page. Okay, different page, then remove this function, edit user, different, then remove this edit function. Okay, ready. We need to call the understanding will be difficult. That is fine. Understanding will be difficult. 2 pages will be the code. Okay. Okay. So edit will happen now. Now inside that, what is your array name? All customer of index dot name. All customer dot index dot name. Okay, so this what is happening now? See, your all customer is array. Inside the array, on particular position, there is a property called name that you are giving to that name you are giving to pick name function. That name you are giving to a pick name function. Okay. Next, after that, similar way, we have some more property. What are those? Name, mobile, city, product. Name, mobile, city, and product. Function are different. It's called pick name, pick number, pick city, pick product. Pick name, pick number I have written. Maybe I have written pick mobile. Pick city. Then pick product. We can write here called product. Pick name, pick number, pick city, pick product. Name, mobile, city, product. Okay, so this will come and it will print now, but it will not work as of now. We have to do some more modifications. See, edit, click is happening, internal functionality is happening, but value is not displayed here. Some reasons. So first to write this part, then we need to go to the text box. We have to call their value property. In text box, we need to call the value property. After that, it will work. In text box, we need to call the value property. Then it will work. So come down. What are the property we need to? What are the variable we have? Full name, mobile number, city name, product name. So no problem. If we have added this, let's come to the first text box itself. And in the first text box, we'll try to print the full name. In the first text box, we'll try to print the full name. Here we can go and we can add like value equal to full name. Similar way, in the second one you can write value equal to mobile number. Mobile number. Value equal to mobile number. Okay, next we have value equal to city name. Value equal to city name. Last we have value equal to product name. Now, as soon as you click on edit, the details of the product will appear in the left hand side. Not details of the product only, details of customer and product both will appear in the left hand side. Both will appear in the left hand side as soon as we click. Okay, check now. Click on edit of any name and check once. Is that value appear in the left side? Whichever the edit you click, so hope you are getting the details or error. No error. When you click on this edit, the details should appear in the left hand side. Whichever we click, that value will appear in the left side. Next, when you click on button, when you click on this button, it should not create the new. Right? When you click on button, it should not create the new. Just it should update the existing one. It should update the existing one. Okay, so for that again, some other stuff is required. What is that? Let us see. Come to the code. Edit part happen. This all happen. HTML part you did. No need to do anything in HTML. Next work we have under the edit user, one more line we need to write. Create one variable called ID. Because from the backend, data is coming from the backend. Okay. Data is coming from the backend. So when the data is coming from the backend, then backend has given you one ID. The backend has given you one ID, and that ID is unique ID. That is called ID. You can print, you can see you are printing here the ID, it's a unique ID. So whenever you required any kind of update or delete task, you have to give this ID to JSON server. Then only the JSON server can do something. Okay. So we'll go inside the code and let's create one more variable. Let ID colon update ID equal to use state. By default ID keep as a 0 because backend will not give the ID as a 0. Backend will give ID always more than 0 only. 0 will never come. So we give it by default ID as a 0. We given the by default ID as a 0. Next, after this, you will come inside the edit function and you will call here update ID function. And under the update ID function, you will write here call all user index of ID. So ID we are taking from the all user and we are assigning to this variable. We are assigning to this variable. This variable we can change also. So first to write this line, then we can modify as well. Now this ID will make meaningful user ID. Let's change to user ID. Change to user ID. So what happens when you click on the link, you pass the index. After clicking on link, we pass the index. That index came under the function. Based on the index, function took the details of the particular user and sent it to a state. From a state, again we read all the details and we display inside the page. After that, in a state only we are updating the user ID so that we'll come to know whether user has clicked on edit button or not. If the person has clicked on edit button, then ID will be captured under the user ID. If the person has not clicked on edit button, user ID will be by default as a 0. Okay, user ID will be by default as a 0. So we will check here if user ID is 0, then addition will happen. If user ID is more than 0, then updation will happen. So hope till here you have written. Now we will come up to the save function, because once you click on save button, only the save function is going to call. Inside the save function, some changes will be required. Only one line change, not much. Okay, only one line change, not one line, 2-3 line changes is required. Okay, so no problem. Copy this URL from the save function, cut from here and paste here before post option. Okay, let's keep here. Right, because it is based on post method. it will create a new record. It is based on post method, it will create a new record. Our requirement is sometimes we have to add the new record and sometimes we have to update the record. URL is same. URL is same. So what to do for that now? Write a if condition. If user ID greater than 0, then we'll go for update case, else it will go for save case. This much you add here. This is for saving purpose. And this is for the update purpose. So first if else you can write. Okay, hope if else is written. Go to the if part. Same function, this content you will copy and paste under the if. Same thing. Only this will change. Your this code remains same. This fetch function will remain same. Only the what we are posting and what is the URL that will get changed. So what we are posting and what is the URL that will get changed. Remaining all are same. So we will be doing something like this. If user ID is greater than 0, then user list slash plus user ID you have to append. User ID you have to append because it has to update the record. So modify that URL. Okay, added. Next, below you have written the method called post. Post will create a new record. Post will create a new record. Okay, we have to change here to put. Put. Okay, put will update the record. Post will create the new record and update will post will create the new record and put will update the record. So we'll use the put method to update the record and we use the put to update the record. Using post you are creating the new record, under the put you are updating the record. Once update happen, after updating, you can see this line will execute. If greater than 0, this line will execute. Else this line will execute. After updating all, you need to call the function call update id and again reset to 0. Update id and then reset to 0. Let us check now. Update why we have done? Because we are resetting to the default. So record either save will happen or update will happen, anything will happen. After happening, we are updating to again 0. We are updating to again 0. So let us see update is happening or not. We can check next update is happening or not. So we click on assume Ranveer and I wrote called Ranveer Kumar. Okay. Then I modify to Pune is okay. Orange I'll change to grapes and save. Ranveer Kumar added. Instead of added, so got as updated. You can see. Check other people also. Update is happening or not. Okay, so working for some more people. Pick name not working, but update working. I think getting 4 not 4. No, 4 not 4 will come here. You have to put the slash in the last. User list slash. User list slash user ID. Without slash, if you add, it will say 4 not 4. Slash should be there in the last. In update case. In update case, user list slash is required. Okay, working. Peak name, why is not working for you? Who is that? Sweta. Sweta, peak name not working. But what to do? Check spelling and values. Function peak name spelling check, as well as you check here the index, as well as you check here the value. 2-3 points are there where mistake will happen. Okay, next after that, let me come to the next point. What other changes shall be done? Other changes is required, like suppose when you click on edit, Mohit, I click on edit, the button text has to change. And after clicking on update again, button text should come back. Those changes are required. Those changes are required. So we can come to the code again in the beginning of the page. Create one function called state variable, let my btn update btn or update button. Use state, save customer, save customer. It is the default text. Save customer will keep as a default text. Okay, save customer will keep as a default text. Next, after this, update btn button function I will call here. So this state you created and share this line. Next, update button function. Update button. There you are written if greater than 0. Okay. Come down again. Here directly. Where we are updating sending the request to update. Here again will change. Save customers. Update function call again in the last. Save customer. Copy the same thing. Come down to the edit user. In the last, write here call. Update customer. Update customer. Okay, update customer. We'll wait some time. I'll call you. Update customer. What was the state variable? My btn. My btn. So hope you have added this. We have button here. My btn. Okay, come to the page now. By default, what is the text? Save customer. When you click on edit, it will change to update customer. And after clicking on update button, again it will convert to the save customer. So update will also happen, and after updating, it will come back to the original text. Okay, check now, hope working. Edit option should come. On the click of update, will convert. One more task is pending, that is called clearing the text field. Clearing the text field. To clear the text field, we can come under the again save customer. After this, you can write here pick name, make empty, pick city, keep empty, pick number, keep empty, pick product, also keep empty. This will clear the text field. This will clear the text field. Check now, after updating, it's getting clear. Add a new user. So it's added, plus text box become empty. And go and edit. Update. So it's updated as well as content got changed. Text box become clear. Next will be when we click here directly, you can see empty getting added. Empty is getting added. Right? For that, we'll see the validation, form validation. We'll validate the form. then we'll allow to post the data. Some other example tomorrow, form validation kind of work. We'll send you full SRC folder. You can download that. Full SRC folder you have in chat.